The journey of the pure Saiyans is different depending on the timeline. Each timeline represents a different reality, and in each reality there exists a different version of Goku, where the forms and the events and him as a character isn't the same. Out of all these different timelines and different realities that we know of, there are a lot that we don't know about him. In all of those different timelines, the one thing that is common is the fact that Goku himself doesn't know about the existence of different Gokus in different timelines. And that's the one thing in common about all of those realities. What's your opinion on the different versions of Goku? What timeline is your favorite? Is it GT, Super, or other fan-made mangas? Sometimes ignorance could be a blessing. What if one Goku in one timeline saw all of the other timelines? How would that go about? Last time on Dragon Ball Z, after Goku had an accident that made him evil. Because of that, Vegeta tried to stop him and their fight was fierce. At the end of the fight, no matter how much Vegeta tried, no matter how hard he wanted to turn Goku back to the way he was, he failed. But before Goku could finish him off, Buu arrived and saved Vegeta from him. He tried to buy some time for him to heal and buy some time for the Z fighters to figure out a way to turn Goku back. But the plan didn't go as intended, and Buu faced him after all. Goku used the spirit bomb and killed Buu. That's where we ended the last story. We see the aftermath of the spirit bomb that Goku used on Buu. He's still there in the air, surprised. Being able to defeat Buu this quickly is a big advantage, even if I had to use my trump card to bring him down. As the smoke clears from the spirit bomb, Goku's almost out of energy. He needs to rest for a while, but he needs to take out everyone else. So should he use that thing, as he says? No, I have to keep that in reserve. What is he talking about? It's not the Super Saiyan transformation, so he has another thing. But as he goes down and rests on the ground, it's the dog that Buu saved and gave his life to. He starts bothering Goku to the point that he rages. So he charges an energy attack towards the dog. He fires it, but he doesn't hit him. He then leaves after that. He says that he can't afford to waste any energy. So the way he says it is, he didn't do anything to that dog because he doesn't want to waste energy. But I think different. He still have something good in him. As he's flying, he notices something, and behind him the sky is black. There's no sunlight. Someone has summoned Shinran. Gohan tells him that he wants him to turn Goku back to his original self, but Shinran tells him that is one wish I cannot grant. Piccolo explains that it's because, well, Goku has now a power that surpasses the gods, and Shinran can't do anything against that, so he needs Goku's permission, and they're not gonna get that. They require far more power than Shinran. So they're still in shock. They don't know what to do or how to approach this situation. As they're talking, Piccolo feels something. He says, you spent too much time talking. We were too late. From here on out, it's the beginning of the end. As from above them, Goku is there. He drops down and faces them all. As they're all looking at him, Piccolo walks up to him and says, I will ask just to make sure. Any reason you've come here today, Goku? Goku says, don't play coy with me, Piccolo. Why don't you tell me what you plan to do with those Dragon Balls behind you? From behind Piccolo, it's Goten. He still can't believe it. He tells Goku to stop kidding around. This isn't funny anymore. Piccolo tells him that they explained the situation to him time after time. So leave now before you put your life at risk. But Goku, as he's looking at them, he charges an attack on his hand and says, why wait, Piccolo? We may as well let natural selection take its course. As Goku fires the attack towards them, an explosion happens. Gohan and Trunks save the Dragon Balls. It's all because of Dende, that he let them move Shinran. After that attack, Goku says that he doesn't have much strength left in the tank, but even still, I can hold my own against all of you. As he transforms to a Super Saiyan. Now then, who wants to die first? So they must fight him now after all. Trunks goes first and faces Goku. He asks him, where is my father? Goku smiles and and says, Vegeta is dead, but don't despair. I will be sending you to join him. Trunks rages and transforms with Super Saiyan. I knew it. Piccolo tells him to calm down. He's doing that to irritate you. Before I completely lose all reason, I have to know. My father, was he trying to hurt anyone? Nope. Goku says. Was he causing aimless destruction? Nope. Then why did you kill him? Why ask the obvious? Vegeta, Oob, and Majin Buu. I killed them all because I felt like doing it. Trunks rages and goes at Goku at a fast speed, but Goku dodges his attacks and gets behind him. Then he charges at him once more, but Goku blocks his attack and sends him flying into the air. As their fight goes on, Trunks is losing, and with that kick, Goku sends him flying. So Trunks starts firing up an attack. As he charges all his power, he fires the final flash towards Goku. As it hits, an explosion happens. The final flash even goes up in space. Trunks used a lot power. After that, Goku disappears. Piccolo says, now we've all got to start searching for Goku's key. Without a doubt, Trunks, that attack was outstanding, but I highly doubt you even managed to injure him. Then he asks Shinra to return to the dragon. That's his wish. And Piccolo was right to be cautious. As we see on King Kai's planet, Goku is there. He went there because he needs a need for him. He's gonna rest place, and while he recovers, he needs to learn of Piccolo's plan. This place is an excellent vantage point. King Kai wonders, how did you know you can observe the lower realms through me? He says, I just did. Strange really, I shouldn't have known that, but somehow I do. It was a close call for Goku. So King Kai asks him why go even knowing the risk. He says, I'm still not entirely sure, but I have a rough idea. My teleport had a secondary effect. It left them distracted and confused. Distracted by my sudden disappearance, they will waste time collecting themselves while I recover. Afterwards, they won't dare to move carelessly until they learn both my whereabouts and my aim. While they remain unnerved, I will recover and learn the full extent about their plans with the Dragon Balls. Some time passed after that as Goku recovers. His energy has returned and his ki grew stronger. His fight against Vegeta has pushed him to new heights. He says, King Kai, I saw, he seems calm. He says, the moment I recovered, I saw images, things that haven't happened to me and yet have. He sees a vision of a Super Saiyan God, Goku Beerus, Goku Black, and Golden Frieza, future Trunks, other universes, Super Saiyan 5, his son Zycor, and even GT Goku. He explains and says, what I saw, it's like the reality we live in isn't confined to one set of circumstances. All sorts of different realities exist where events play out slightly differently. Have you ever heard mention of the god of destruction? They're meant to be the top gods around. King Kai haven't heard of them. Goku says, I thought that was odd. The vision I saw didn't fit this reality. The gods of destruction are nowhere to be found. But just like in this world, where Trunks came from a different timeline to save my life, there are also timelines where I died. Furthermore, even Trunks' timeline had different outcomes. In one, he destroyed the androids and defeated Cell in his first form. But there was another, one where the Cell we fought killed another version of Trunks and stole his time machine. Whole realities can change based on the decision of a single individual. It was because of both Cell and Trunks that his timeline was created. For example, Trunks' desire to change his fate led to the creation of other androids. These changes became even more prominent, as even the fundamental personalities of the androids changed. The ruthless killers Trunks came to warn us about became gentle creatures, devoid of hatred and desire to destroy. The fate of worlds can change depending on a single action or decision. King Kai suspects and says that the universe is vast. Maybe there are gods of destruction, but he never heard of them. Goku says, no, I doubt they exist here. One of the realities I saw was composed of 12 universes. The reason our world is the way it is because of the choices we have all made. So he saw a vision of the main timeline. The events that unfold in these other universes, perhaps they never happened to us, or perhaps they will affect in a different way. So what he's saying is he had a vision of the multiverse, a vision of all of the realities that we know of, all the timelines, all the flow of times where one event changed and the whole timeline was different. This was Goku's vision of the multiverse where he became a Super Saiyan God, and the one that he died in, the one of GT, all of the other ones, he had a vision of all of them. But what made him get this vision? How did he know about all of the timelines? He says, the reason I became the way I did, perhaps it is also consequence of those choices. I'd like to believe there is a plan for all of this. As he smiles, he believes that he became evil for a reason. He believes that he changed because there is a bigger plan. And honestly, I agree with him. He didn't change because of just that accident. Everything is connected. He changed maybe because something greater will happen. We don't know, and he doesn't know. But this side of him, the believing side, the hopeful side, is still there. And now, with the main players out of the game, nothing can stop him, as he says. He powers up to a Super Saiyan and says, Piccolo, Gohan, wait for me. He powers up even more. He almost destroys the planet. He smiles and says, I still have uses for this place. I will spare you for now, King Kai. But before he leaves, King Kai tells him, wait, Goku, as they both stop. He wants Goku to tell him more about the gods of destruction that he saw in his vision. Who are they? You mean there's more gods after the Supreme Kais? What about what you said about the choices of this world? What are you talking about? But Goku seems that he doesn't remember, and this is because maybe he turned to the way he was, and we can see that he turned back to evil. That's why he doesn't remember, but the old Goku remembers. But it was far too real. We see the eyes of Goku before he teleported. He changed back to evil. That's why he doesn't remember. Like he said, you might consider retirement, old man, as he teleports back. As everyone was searching for Goku, he teleports in front of Trunks and Goten. They are all surprised, but this Goku now has recovered, and his aura is pure evil as he launches Goten away from him. Then he kicks Trunks unconscious, so now Goten and Trunks are out of the picture. He says with an evil voice, Vegeta's attempts to kill me backfired. He pushed me further than anyone has done in years, and as a result, I have achieved new heights of power that Vegeta could only dream of. Are you prepared for the beginning of the end? As he smiles, this Goku has achieved new heights. Even though he might be not as strong as Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan 4, but in this timeline, as he said, he is the strongest. There's no God of destruction. There's no one to stop him. So how will they beat him? How will Piccolo and Gohan even stop him? How will they beat him? There's no knowing, because this Goku has saw all of the timelines, has learned from them, and knows what to do now. And this is the end of the story, this 4. The end of Dragon Ball Z after Goku's vision of the multiverse. A hero who saw all of the timelines. A hero that knows everything that happened throughout the stream of time. Every event that is different and altered the reality. This was his vision. Even though he became evil, even though he isn't the same guy that we all know, he still has the good in him. The good that made him see the other possibilities, the other choices that everyone made in different timelines. And this was his story. The story of Goku's vision of the multiverse. Thank you for watching, and saying that, I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.